Hey guys, it's Autumn here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about using the iPad and Procreate to create digital art. So, if you've seen my channel, you know I am not a digital artist by any means. I am more of a traditional artist, and I definitely think I prefer that. I have tried digital art hundreds of different times, and it just never comes out the way I want it to. And I think the issue is that I never really see what I'm drawing. I can see it on the screen, but I'm not watching myself draw it on the same surface that I'm drawing it on, which is something that I think I've always struggled with. So when they came out with the Apple Pencil, I immediately wanted to get it and try out this form of digital art. So I'm going to be showing you 3 digital speed paints. They were all made in Procreate. The recording is done by Procreate, and they're just things that I worked on and tried to do in order to learn Procreate better. So this first piece you're seeing is a Little Mermaid. It's based off of a sketch that I did when I was working on the underwater prompt for the Art Room Discord server. I apologize if the resolution and stuff isn't fantastic. I'm still working on fixing the little things that bother me with using Procreate. I would like to try recording my screen via my computer at some point, but for now this is kind of how it'll go. So this is just a sketch. I kind of went in, colored it, and was messing around with brushes. This next one I was kind of playing with drawing something without reference photo or without having drawn something traditionally first on Procreate. It's not great, but it was something I was kind of just working on and seeing how good I could get it. I use a lot of the duplication functions and things like that to even things out, but that's mainly because I have a hard time doing things evenly on normal paper. So it's just to help me with that and kind of get a feel for drawing digitally. I worked on this piece while I was at a family reunion and was not socializing because I'm an antisocial butterfly, and I was just kind of working on things. So while I work on the sketch for this still, I do want to talk a bit about the iPad. I really do enjoy it. I have the Apple iPad 6th generation, the 2018 edition, and it is a 9.7-inch screen, which means it's the same size as the smallest iPad Pro, but it is cheaper. The reason it's cheaper is because there's different screen things and a bunch of other technical aspects that I don't really understand that make them different, but I went with the cheaper alternative because I didn't have $600 to drop on an iPad. I also did get the Apple Pencil, which is what I'm using to draw with all of these, and I have to say I really enjoy it. It's very well weighted and it feels more so like holding a paintbrush than it does a pencil. It's a bit too heavy to be a pencil unless your pencil is filled with lead or something, in which case, actually I suppose pencils are filled with lead, but it's not super, never mind. Pencils are filled with graphite, not lead, but people call it lead. So it's heavy, but it does its job. One thing that I was having an issue with is doing line weight correctly, because when I draw it with pen, it is very much so one thickness, and I couldn't find a thickness that I enjoyed for this drawing process. So I went with a tapered studio brush pen, which is just kind of one of the brushes that there is, and it was just kind of to play around and see what I liked, and it was the one that I think I liked the most out of all of them. And for the painting process, I just kind of filled in the general area because I am by no means a digital artist, so I just kind of did things the way that I kind of wanted to in order to figure out what I was doing. And I also found that the paint bucket tool, because there's not really one in Procreate, isn't fantastic, so I just kind of went and colored everything in. You'll notice I shade her twice, I believe. I think I shade her twice. I kind of messed up when I was working on it, and I drag and dropped the color instead of just tapping on it when I was working on this piece, so I had to go through and reshade most of her. I think the same, no, actually, I think it's just in this one. I was going to say in the next piece I think I do the same, but I don't actually anymore. I don't remember though, we'll see. One of them gets darker toned. Actually, I think this is the one that I continuously change the color of her main outfit, which for some reason it was doing on, it was like applying it as like a color filter, which was weird, but it made it look interesting and I kind of enjoyed it. So I enjoyed the final result, and yeah, it was just kind of a practice drawing. This next drawing that will be coming up in a moment here is one that I kind of wanted to try and do, like, refine my skills a bit and practice a bit more and just kind of get a feel for digital drawing a bit more. So she's just kind of like, okay, we're gonna play around with textures and details and things, because oh my goodness, does Procreate have a lot of different like texture brushes and things that you can use. Her scarf is just one of them, and the background is one of them when we get that far. And it's craziness. And I kept trying to figure out which one I wanted to do, and I kept trying to use these brushes in the art I was working on, but those are some crazy brushes. I do want to say though, I do enjoy using Procreate overall. It's very similar to Photoshop in the way that its tools and things work. I am by no means a pro at digital art, not even remotely. There are other artists who have used Procreate and I think are much better than I am. And I will definitely, like, if you want to know who I'm going to recommend, it's going to 100% be Gel Arts, because she makes stickers, she makes all kinds of things with Procreate, and she's just fantastic at it. Oh, actually, now that I look at this, I do think this is the piece I had to shade twice, and I colored it in a couple times, because I tried to use the bucket fill thing, and it was just awful and spotchy, and I didn't like it at all. But yeah, there we go. See, she gets really dark and blue looking, and then I go back and redo all of the shading on her, and you can see how dark that layer is normally, because I was using a darken layer, I think, so just for shadows. And then lots of red for some reason, but yeah, so this is the piece. These are the 3 pieces that I've done in Procreate. I hope to have more at some point, and make another like compilation video like this of pieces that I've been working on. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!
Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!